You're watching Tornado Facts with Beanrock124 Season 2, Episode 7, or Episode 27. My name is Nathan, and I talk about tornadoes all the time. Today's video is about the 1996 Oakfield, Wisconsin F5 tornado outbreak. It was a small but destructive tornado outbreak of 12 tornadoes that struck Wisconsin on July 18, 1996. The worst event was an F5 tornado that severely damaged the village of Oakfield, Wisconsin. The outbreak killed 1 person and injured 13. And here's the picture of here's the famous picture of the tornado. Very skinny F5, especially in Wisconsin in July. And it was the only F5 of this year, actually, of that year, 96. Now here's your brief meteorological synopsis. Strong thunderstorms brought heavy rains, lightning, and gusty winds to the southeast central region of Wisconsin, around the Milwaukee metropolitan area. All these elements resulted from the passage of a strong upper-level disturbance over an extremely unstable air mass. Now here's your tornado count. None unrated, 6 F0, 4 F1, 1 F2, no F3, no F4, and unfortunately the 1 F5, for the total of 12 tornadoes. And all the tornadoes on this day occurred in Wisconsin, within the Milwaukee area, as far north as Sheboygan County. Now, the tornado was barely a quarter-mile wide, making one of the narrowest F5 tornadoes on record. Now, the last one that occurred at around 6:28 p.m. here, or no, this would be 7:28 p.m. It's unsure how long it was on the ground for. It spent most of its time over Lake Michigan, so that's nice. So at 6:05 p.m., the tornado that would eventually become the Oakfield F5 developed outside of town and moved eastward across Fond du Lac County directly toward Oakfield. At 7:15 p.m., the violent tornado struck the village, injuring 12 people and causing $39.5 million in 1996, if this were 1996, in damage. I'm talking about like $1996 in damage, so it'd be, I don't know, about $200 million today. Out of the 327 homes in Oakfield, 47 were destroyed, and an additional 56 homes, as well as numerous businesses and churches, suffered heavy damage. A state of emergency was declared by then Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson, allowing National Guard soldiers to be called in to aid victims and clear debris. The tornado was strong enough to level the Friday Canning Company, sweeping up millions of empty cans and leaving them scattered over a 50-mile radius. Crops, livestock, and farm equipment were also destroyed. The original National Weather Service report from Milwaukee Sullivan categorized the tornado to only be an F3 to F4 on the Fujita scale. However, later on, it was upgraded to an F5, the most intense category for a tornado possible. Now, like I said earlier, it was the only F5 to hit the United States in 1996, and the tornado was documented by at least 3 experienced storm chasers. Now here, a clear sign of F5 damage. Let's see what it says here. This is a home that... Okay, this is probably as far as I can go. This was a home that was completely leveled and swept away by the F5 tornado with severely bent anchor bolts and rebar supports visible. I believe these right here are rebar supports. These brownish things, they're completely visible here. So, obviously, a clear sign of F5 damage. So, that is it for this short episode of Tornado Facts with Beanrock124, Season 2, Episode 7. This one being about the 1996 Oakfield F5 tornado outbreak on July 18, 1996. Goodbye.